Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who are teaching us truth and sincerity. And a shout out to Yakim that's out there on the four corners of the earth proclaiming this truth. Braka the Yahweh, Braka the Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash, Braka Tum. So, I've got 2 strikes on my channel. The first one was because I used an old Toys R Us video. Like I said, that was about a year ago. Toys R Us has been out, but nonetheless, though, they claim copyright on it. And then the second was The Last American Vagabond, where I get a lot of source of information. So I'm just now going to read from Zero Hedge and from Anti-Media, which are most of the sources that he gets his information from. I just can't use his video anymore for information. However, if I get alerts from him, I can go to the sources where he got the information from and then do a lesson on it and so on. Nonetheless, though, that's what's happening there. And then you know the famine of the word is around the corner, so if that's around the corner, well, look at what's going on in the headlines. Trump was that close to actually bombing Iran, making an attack against Iran due to the false flag. But the least of the flock is the one that's going to draw them out into this. It just wasn't time yet, but that's just letting you know how close it is. That's a rumor of war. And what did the Most High tell you? What did Yahushai tell you? That you shall hear of wars and rumors of war. And that's definitely a rumor of war. He was about to attack them just like it was Syria, you know, for the false flags of the Sea of Oman, and then saying that they shot down a drone. And, well, actually, they did shoot down a drone, and that was a warning to stay out of their airspace, you know. But nonetheless, though, pretty much, though, wasn't time. But how much longer until it actually goes through? You see, the least of the flock, Amalek, is going to be the one to attack, because it's Benjamin, not a Jew, that keeps on emptying this whole thing up. Keeps on saying that Iran's going to make a nuclear weapon. Iran cannot get a weapon. Which you know as well as I do, that they have stockpiles of these weapons. They've had them for a very long time. They have the S-300 systems. Iran is quite operational and ready to take on anyone if they should think about attacking, which is what the warning shot was when they did shoot down the U.S. drone, you know, the so-called Global Hawk, which nonetheless, though, who the fuck is America to police the world? Because they're not the world police, but they have acted as such, and these nations are getting tired of it. And that's a good thing, because that means that we're closer to the end. Now the weak are saying that they are strong. You know, so all these nations are in the valley of decision now. So you know the end is near, and yet you've seen the push for the mark, Charagma. You know, this being the year, Charagma. You know, and more things becoming obsolete. Bank of America going cashless. A lot of other places going cashless. Once Bank of America becomes cashless, well, you know the others will follow suit, Chase, and all the rest of them shall follow suit, becoming cashless, to where everything's a swipe card transaction, to where it eventually is everything by the chip. And that's what their plan is, to get everybody on the chips, to implement their new world order, and you can see this rising. Jacob's trouble is already in the beginning stages, as well as the famines in the beginning stages. Getting strikes on my channel is beginning stages. Not that I haven't had channels taken down before for either copyright strikes or community guideline strikes. They couldn't really find anything on the community guideline strikes. Well, let's just say they just didn't give me any community guideline strikes. You know, because for anything to be deemed as hate speech means that you would have to speak out against, to not like something, because hate just means you don't like something. There's many things we do not like. We do not like our captivity. This is our prison. You know, and every day, you know, you go back home, which is not really a home, that's just a pod. You're in a pod. You're in another cell block. Because this whole thing has been nothing more than a paperweight. You're just a paperweight. You know, that's your new slavery, and pretty much you're in this prison, so the papers give you your commissary. That's what your grocery store is. That's your commissary. But really, truly, you're in a cell. You have to go back to your cell. You know, whether you actually have a cell, aka a home to go to, or you're out on the streets, you still have to go back to your quarters, you know, because you are in a huge prison system. And like everything else, though, the grip is tightening, you know. FEMA has been rounding up the homeless, and nobody's really noticed it. Nonetheless, though, that's because, well, the majority of the homeless, especially here in Redding, they're not Jakes, they're Edomites. And Esau's now catching all this hell. So I'm going to read out of, I can see this here, Malachi in chapter 3, starting verse 2. Actually, chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Most High, yet you say, whom hast thou loved us? Was not made from Esau, Jacob's brother, saith the Most High, yet I love Jacob, and I have hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. And that's talking about this place, America, in particularly, but it's talking about all of Edom, but mostly America. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and rebuild the desolate places, thus saith the Most High of hosts. You know, what does it say after the car fire? Redding strong, we will rebuild, right? They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. That's what this place is. The people against them, saith the Most High, hath indignation forever. You know, so Esau can't get rid of this indignation. Forever does it burn. You know, Most High ain't with Esau. That's why, you know, some things are just never going to be built again, you know. And that's just it, though. A lot of people think that America's just going to bounce back from this. And they're not. You know, America is on its last leg, though most are ignorant and they don't see that. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Most High of hosts unto you, O pride, that despiseth my name, and you say, wherein has we despised thy name? Well, many others don't even teach the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Just think about that one. A lot of people know that they're an Israelite, but yet they won't teach them the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Won't even call on the power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but would rather call upon another power, Jesus Christ, or God, you know, or Yahweh, or Yahuwah, or Yahusha, you know. They don't want to even call upon his true name. Yet, they also don't want to come into full repentance, you know. So if you're not in repentance, you can't even call upon his name anyways, because he will not hear you. And if you offer the blind for sacrifice, is it not evil? And if you take off the lame and sick, and is it not evil? Offer it now unto thy governor, will you be pleased with thee? We might accept thy person, saith the Most High of hosts. And now I pray you, beseech the Most High, that he will be gracious unto us. This hath been by your name, will be regard your purses, saith the Most High of hosts. Very hard to read it because, of course, sun glare. I just got to work with what I got to work with. You know, all I got is a selfie stick, and I don't really have an actual open Bible, because I would take both hands and then I'd take my hands off the selfie stick in case you hadn't seen it move. So I'm just doing the best I can with what I got here. Far from the rising sun, even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles. You know, so even the Gentiles are going to fear that name, which a lot of our people, you know, were once in the Gentile state. You know, that's why 2/3 are going to be, you know, judged among, because they're still with Esau. They're still with the system. And in every incense shall be offered unto my name, and a pure offering for my name shall be great among the heathen, saith the Most High of hosts. In other words, all these nations are going to be eventually calling upon the Most High in his real name. You know, there ain't going to be no more God or Jesus Christ or Yahusha or Yahweh. You know, they won't be calling on those false names because they'll know, because they will have seen that power. That's after this place, Babylon the Great, is destroyed. You know, after the least of the flock, Amalek draws them into this war, which is right around the corner. And we know it's Amalek that wants to implement the New World Order. They're your Illuminati, the ruling class, the 1%. And so here we are, you know. We're seconds away from that. We're in the beginning stages of this. You see how the world's a stage, and you see it's just a few more seconds before they go into Iran. They've already entered into Syria, and you know they've attacked Iraq several times, but now they want to really get things started, so you know that the mark is around the corner. You know Jacob's troubles. All of this is in its beginning stages, you know, and like I said before, slowly but surely they're taking the channels down. Got 2 strikes already, so get this while you still can. For that, I want to say, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, Barak Atam. Death to America, and death to you 2/3.